Hey friends, it's Jenny, and I'm getting ready to work on the Cherry on Top sketch challenge for August 13th. The sketch number is 439, and here is our sketch. So you see it's 6 photos. Each of these are 3 by 3. You've got a large bordered background, so I would say it's about 1 inch around each side, and then probably an 8 by 8 in the middle because the photos do overlap a little bit on each side. Looks like there's a little bit of misting in the 2 corners, a little place for embellishment here, a little place for embellishment here, as well as a title in the middle. Now I've decided I'm going to go ahead and use my Collection Obsession Kit for August 2025, which is the Say Cheese Classic Pooh from Simple Stories, because I have a lot of photos and I knew I had 6 that I could cut down to 3 by 3. So what I have here in front of me is I do have the brads, enamel dots. I do have, I'm going to move you a second here. I don't know if that's better or not, so I apologize. Enamel dots. We've got adhesive brads. I combined the pieces that I had, so I had the big bits, the page pieces, as well as just the normal bits and pieces. I put them all in here, what I have left. I do have the foam stickers, and I think I might use this Make-A-Wish. Well, that might be too big. We can always use it. Today we celebrate you or something. We'll see. But I'll end up using one of these titles. I have the 6 by 8 pattern paper, should I need to do something with that. And then I've already gone ahead, and these are my photos. And what I'm thinking, like I said, I don't know if I'm gonna back each photo with a border, which I probably will because I don't like, I want them to stand out a little bit on the layout. But this I'm gonna cut into the 8 by 8, and then this one is going to be my 1-inch border. So I've got the main portions obviously figured out. I'll go ahead and maybe cut these down just a tiny bit each one again so that I can put white around them. I'll get my pieces of paper cut, and then I'll start messing with things to see which way we're gonna go. I'll be back. Hey friends, I finished this week's Cherry on Top sketch layout. As a reminder, the sketch is number 439, and it is due on Wednesday, August 13th by midnight Eastern. This is the sketch. As mentioned before, large border around the outsides. It looked like about an 8 by 8 in the middle, but actually it's probably 10 by 10. My math was pretty bad there. Anyway. Actually, no, it can't be. Well, yeah, probably 3, 6, 9, and then these are overlapping it, and there's space here, so it's probably 9.5 or so. Large title in the middle. Got the photos and some splishity-splashity around the layout. Here is what I came up with. Again, I'm using my Collection Obsession Kit from August 2025, which is the Classic Pooh collection from Simple Stories. Now, as I laid everything out, I obviously, well, maybe not obviously, but I went in a different direction as I started to put things down. I had considered this paper, I had considered a different paper. Everything, as I put my photos down, just started to seem so busy. So the direction that I went in was the red and white polka dot paper I gutted. Use it as a frame around the outside. Use this number paper. Here is the middle of the polka dot paper, and then I used this gingham paper, and I did go ahead and put white around each one of the photos. So the photos are cut a little bit under 3 by 3, and then the mats are 3 by 3. So we've got, you know, layered, 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 layered. Papers are, this is gutted. Here is the middle. Then I did go ahead and use some of the paper ephemera. I've got a flower here. Here is Pooh, and he is up on some foam dots. I used the foam title of Happy Birthday, as well as some foam flowers here. And then in each one of these, so this kind of went into a diagonal spread here, I used some of the enamel brad. So this one's just got Pooh and Piglet with some balloons. I used the red to match the red around the layout, and then I put a little cupcake up here. And then I sprinkled enamel dots so that each one of these has 3 in the corner. So this will be loaded up to the Cherry on Top gallery. Let me know if you're playing along this week. I do love to go check out the gallery and I comment in there. And it's just so nice to see everybody's take on the sketch, to see the collections that are used that then just transform that layout. It's the collections and the embellishments, the same, you know, format, just makes it look so different, and that's one of the things that I love about our hobby. I want to thank you for spending some time with me. Please like, comment, subscribe. God bless. I will see you in the next one. Take care.